Welcome to Caribbean Connections, Caribbean Airlines Thought Leadership Series, where we highlight destinations and personalities from throughout the region and beyond. I am Dion Legore, the Executive Manager Corporate Communications at Caribbean Airlines Limited. In this episode, we feature the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority. With a population of just 90,000, Antigua and Barbuda are certainly punching above their weight in the context of tourism. Today, we chat with Mr. Colin James, who, along with his team, are leading the charge for tourism in Antigua and Barbuda. 2024 was a record-breaking year, with the island seeing over 1.1 million visitors arriving. We'll speak with Colin about his plans, Antigua and Barbuda hosting the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association's Caribbean Travel Market, and to ensure that Antigua and Barbuda remain top of mind with potential visitors and investors. Come join us as we chat with Mr. Colin James. Colin, welcome to Caribbean Connections. It is an absolute delight to chat with you on this forum, and we'll get right into our discussion. Antigua and Barbuda, we know that tourism is responsible for over 50% of your GDP, but 2024 was a record-smashing year for your arrivals in tourism. What do you think contributed to this level of success?
2024 was a remarkable year. Several things contributed to that. The first, I would say, we have a very diverse tourism product in Antigua and Barbuda. We focus on sailing, we focus on romance, we focus on heritage and culture, and also just pulling everything together to showcase our beautiful islands. We also have done an aggressive marketing campaign with our partners, yes, in all our source markets, but particularly in the Caribbean. The Caribbean market has now surpassed Canada as our third largest source market for visitors, and the largest number of those Caribbean visitors are from Trinidad and Tobago. So we're particularly pleased at how that has gone for us here in Antigua and Barbuda. Also, we have expanded our home porting opportunities with the cruise sector. So we are now an official home port for Carnival UK P&O cruises. So a lot of the cruises guests come into Antigua and board their ships here and embark on their cruises. So that has worked very well for us. But I think most importantly has been the surge in airlift that we have seen coming into the region. And that as well is strongly driven by Caribbean Airlines and the flights that we now have, connecting us to Jamaica, to St. Kitts, to Dominica, Barbados. That has all helped to fuel the arrivals and the phenomenal record-breaking year that we had in 2024.
It takes but a casual glance to see why Antigua and Barbuda is a tourism hotspot. With some of the best beaches in the world, a rich history and culture, the island offers romance tourism, heritage tourism, adventure tourism, and a plethora of activities for all tastes. Well, we know tourism and airlift go hand in hand along with our supporting stakeholders in the cruise ship business, but it is evident you feel the buoyancy of the tourism business here in Antigua. And that said, it is only fitting that Antigua and Barbuda are hosts to the Caribbean Hotel and Tourism Association's Caribbean Travel Marketplace for 2025. And that will take place from the 18th to the 22nd of May.
That's correct.
So how is the planning going and what can participants expect?
Well, the planning is in very high gear. What we have done to be as efficient as possible, we have delegated the organization into several groups and committees. Some are dealing with logistics, some are dealing with transportation, with VIP welcomes, protocols, and that sort of things. And we have an overall body looking at the planning and the coordination. And so that makes for a lot of efficiency efficiency. In fact, CHTA said of all the destinations that they've worked with, Antigua has been well ahead of schedule in planning and execution.
Seamless execution.
Coordination. And so we're looking forward to welcoming hundreds of visitors to our show, suppliers, buyers, the people who make our industry, and putting them together so that they can negotiate for an exceptional upcoming winter season. But what's most important, while we want people to come to Antigua and Barbuda to work, we also want them to enjoy our beautiful island. So as a part of that, we are incorporating tours and excursions to our historical sites.
So they get the full view of everything.
And the full complement experience of what this beautiful Twin Island nation has to offer. So we're excited. Plans are in high gear, and we look forward to welcoming all our partners, airline partners, suppliers, and everybody who's connected with the hospitality industry to Antigua and Barbuda for a phenomenal 43rd Caribbean Marketplace in May.
Persons, be ready for the 43rd Caribbean Travel Marketplace, set to take place in Antigua May 18th to 22nd, and it's going to be phenomenal. We can assure you of that. So we know sustainability is huge. For us as Caribbean people, we've seen the impact of the changes in climate. But I'm seeing here in Antigua a sensitivity towards sustainable tourism. What does the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority have in place to ensure that persons are educated with respect to sustainable tourism, and what initiatives are there to drive that continuous education and awareness?
There's certain things about our destination that very few people know. Dion, Antigua and Barbuda was the first country in the Western Hemisphere to completely ban single-use plastic bags. So when you go to the supermarket now, you take a reusable
Brown
bag.
bags and reusable
Absolutely.
bags.
We were the first country in the Eastern Caribbean to ban completely styrofoam, so egg cartons, containers when you go to buy your food at a roadside stall are all out of sustainable biodegradable material. And so we just not only say we're into sustainability, we actively practice it. One of the things that we're doing exactly for CHT Marketplace is to ensure that we're not using water bottles, plastic bottles. Every guest will be getting an aluminum type branded Antigua
bottle.
Yes, and there'll be water stations so that they can refill. And we're trying as much as possible to make practical steps to ensure that we not just speak sustainability, that we do it. We realize that we live on an island, and most of the plastic waste ends up in the sea, and that's to our detriment. And we can't have that. We have to put things in place to make sure that Antigua and Barbuda is not just sustainable in name, but also in nature. And so we look forward to helping to tell that sustainability story. We have what's called a green corridor in the southern part of the island, which is the part of the island that's volcanic and has the only remaining rainforest. And all those hotels that are located, it's beautiful in that part of Antigua and Barbuda, practice those sustainable policies, such as the reuse of the grey water, such as the farm to table, where you can pick your local herbs and vegetables and work with the chef to create a meal with a freshly caught fish, but doing things that really enhance the product, but also help to send that message that we live on an island. It doesn't grow. The land mass is not going to increase. So we have to do what we need to do to protect those beaches, which are our livelihood, and to protect the environment, which really pulls a beautiful product together. So we can still always continue to say Antigua and Barbuda, where the beach is just the beginning, for our unique vacation experience where you can enjoy our beaches, our shoreline, you can enjoy our food, our culinary aspect, and you can do so in a sustainable manner.
Antigua and Barbuda's sustainability efforts extends to the tourism sector. In 2017, for example, the Green Corridor, an area which stretches along the southwest coast from the village of Bolans to the village of John Hughes, was established. The Green Corridor consists of a designated area where businesses are directly and indirectly related to tourism have agreed to principles based on environmental stewardship, cultural respect, and economic viability. Well, we're certainly into promoting sustainability as a way of life in the region. It is absolutely the only way that we as island states can progress. Colin, I want to thank you all circumstances considered, for sitting with us, chatting with us, talking about the vibrant tourism industry that is really at the pulse and the core of Antigua and Barbuda. Thank you to our viewers for watching Caribbean Connections, Caribbean Airlines Thought Leadership Series. I am Dion Legore, and we've had the pleasure of Mr. Colin James, the Chief Executive Officer of the Antigua and Barbuda Tourism Authority, chatting with us today. Until next time, this is Caribbean Connections. Caribbean, we have it all. Great people, good vibes, good weather, good food, with a range of breathtaking landscapes. Remember, Caribbean Airlines is your gateway to all things Caribbean. If you would like to be featured on Caribbean Connections or Thought Leadership Series, please email me at dion.legore@caribbean-airlines.com.